So when you stepped away from Cuban and you stopped talking to him, right? Or did you still talk to him, but it was like kind of like from time to time?
Yeah, it wasn't ever it wasn't no check-in thing or whatever, anything like that. While as I was going on with my life after Cuban, it wasn't like it'll cross my mind and there'll be malice or anger or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't nothing until, you know, I seen him get punched in the face on the internet.
Wait. Before we get to that, though, because in your video, you said that you just outgrew the stuff that you guys were doing. Like you weren't into that anymore.
Yeah, I outgrew a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying?
What was the driving force of that, though? Like you just felt like it was like it was immature, or like what was the reason?
It wasn't even like it was immature shit because, you know, yeah, we had fun purposely being immature. See, some people are immature without control, and some people could do immature shit just to have fun for the moment. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
And we did a lot of that, or whatever the case may be. I'm not beating bro down when I say this. It's just he has his own personal vendetta or whatever. You know, just focus on a Fat Joe situation and bringing up shit from the past or whatever. And I just that wasn't me. You know what I'm saying? People grow apart. You know what I'm saying? I believe you had an interview with S1 and he told you some shit like, you know, everybody ain't your kind of people. You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't gonna be your kind. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Cuban wasn't my kind in a way. And just with all the shit he got going on. You know what I'm saying? Like he wanna attach himself to so many beefs and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, bro, I don't walk around calling myself Tough, the original Don Diddy Dada. No Diddy. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, my nigga, I'm solid as a motherfucking rock, bro. But I'm not gonna engage in a buddy's beefs just because he calls himself my friend. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day. Once you get to a certain, you know, place in your life, not even just an age. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, only 50 years old or some shit like that. Some of the shit he was doing in his 30s and 40s. And I was still too old to be doing certain shit, but it's just about levels and shit like that. And you just don't want to associate yourself with like beefing with motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm over here living a good fucking life. You there? Raising good kids. I hope. You know what I'm saying? Then I'm gonna stop all that for what? Let's say I'm somewhere. Oh, you're Cuban man. No, no. Now the thing is this. Also, the thing is this. When I was in the streets, when I was doing my street shit, I'm not gonna be rapping about my street shit. You know what I'm saying? If a nigga make me bloody, I'm not gonna rap about it. You know what I'm saying? And then shit could get to the point where you want to call this person out, call that person out. And evidently, you're nowhere around for these people to like cross paths with you. Maybe that's why you doing it. I don't know. But you saying a whole lot of fuck you, suck my dick and whatever. Fuck this person, that person. Fuck they family.
Wait, you're talking about the perspective of before he started doing like interviews and saying this stuff. You're talking about like in music and stuff back in the day?
No, I'm talking about with the interview shit. Like while I was rocking with him and towards when like we were like falling off, you know what I'm saying? After like, you know, the Big Well situation and shit like that. You know, when you got love for somebody, even though like, you know, there was tension with that, I'm still trying to look for, you know, a reason to keep my brother or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? And then I'll just see more of this. And as I'm going here, you growing and like, it's like, all right, bro. Cause at the end of the day, I'm squashing beefs with dudes I had beef with teenage years, shootouts with each other and shit like that. These niggas is my bros now. You know what I'm saying? Like these niggas is my bros. Like when I was a teenager, I would have beef with Monroe Projects and shit like that. And into my 20s, these niggas became my bros. We're 40 now, so we're really bros. But when we were younger, we used to try to kill each other. You know what I'm saying? So like at the end of the day, if you're not going to do nothing, leave that shit alone and let's get some fucking money and be happy. Because all this shit is just a dark cloud over the nigga. And then
So you're saying that the Fat Joe stuff got old to you, basically?
it got very old. It got very old, Mo. It got very old at the end of the day.
Was he always on wartime? Like, was it because, like, did you tell him, like, let's go see him and go do something about it? Or what was the situation?
Hey, Fat Joe and his affiliates, don't get offended by this. But yes, the fuck I did. That's the fuck I did. Like, there was bloodshed. You know what I'm saying? We all street niggas at the time. Like, at the end of the day, I was rapping, but it was like, all right, I'm rapping about, what I'm doing, what I'm into. You know what I'm saying? Blood was shed. What are we doing? Yo, I'm a nigga like I'll see a flyer on MySpace or some shit. I'm like, yo, Fat Joe gonna be here. This shit's in Jersey. Oh, he gonna be here. This shit's at CT. Oh yeah, boom, boom. Yo, now, he gonna have hip hop police over there. Hip hop police. So follow the car. We don't gotta hop out. Yeah, what's up, fat nigga? Oh, what up, fat guy? No, nigga, follow the car or something. Don't make it sing. I don't know. Have a female follow the car or something. Yo no sé. Do something. Don't just sit on your ass while the guy who cutter you is right up there at the bodega. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, Mo, ain't nobody untouchable. Extentation got killed, nigga. Nipsey got killed. Like, at the end of the day. Now, I'm not saying to go after the Fat Joe guy. I don't promote violence. I don't want to see it. I don't want to hurt anyone. You understand me? I will stand my motherfucking ground. You know what I'm saying? But I will give a chance.
But you're also talking from the perspective of like 15 years ago, basically.
Say that again? What about 15?
I said, but you're basically talking from the perspective of like 15 years ago too.
Yes. Well, shit, deeper than 15 years ago. Well, yeah, about 15 years ago. But even then, because I was about when the Bang Bang Boogie shit fell apart, I was like 25. I was 25. My son was born. And now I'm really, really, really looking at shit different. You know what I'm saying? I'm really, really, my mind is set on everything I heard the older people tell me, everything I heard my dad tell me, the pastors, the reverends, my mom, uncles, aunts, whatever, my friends' mothers, everybody starting to hear that, all those lessons that I heard since I was 10, 11, 12, they're all replaying in my head, and they're guiding me through like, the choices and the steps I'm making, how I'm handling things. Because I've heard them before throughout all this time in my life, and I went against certain things, and I've seen it like, oh shit, they was right. Well, you're young, you're in denial to it. You just like, fuck that shit. But then you got to come to terms with accountability. You know what I'm saying? I ain't blame anybody for my situations where I've been. I ain't blaming no white man. I ain't blaming no police. At the end of the day, I stood solid, baby. You know what I'm saying? And here I am, man, just showing positivity, and the motherfucker won't call me out. Bring it on, nigga.
You were saying that there was red flags along the way. Is this what you were talking about? Like the Joe situation and the whole not visiting?
No, nigga, there was a bunch of bloods in the lobby. The red flags, nigga.
That's not what you were talking about, man. Come on.
I don't know. I'm talking about it. Well, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Basically, the red flags is pretty much what I described to you as the shit, you know what I'm saying, me sitting back and seeing things and outgrown shit, like, you know, how he's handling his beef, red flag. The whole situation.
All right, but did you ever really sit him down and have like a real honest conversation with him about some of the things that was bothering you?
No. At that time, it wasn't that deep for me to sit a grown man down with something he's fixed on or whatever, because at the end of the day, it ain't like no one has ever told him, you know, like me having a one-on-one with him. No, but there's been group conversations with, you know, maybe it's best we do this, and he's fixed on that. This is what I'm gonna do. Either you with me, you're not with me. You know, like, you know, Cuban think he's in a fucking kung fu samurai movie. You know, are you my enemy? Are you a friend of my friend? A friend of my enemy is my enemy. You betrayed me, so you must die. Challenge style. And nigga think this shit is a fucking Desperado flick. But no, nigga.